So the way the season works, this is Season 9, CEVO and Gfinity for the round of 16 to the Grand Finals. The team that wins the Grand Finals will have qualified for the LAN, and there will be 2 more brackets after this. VP already invited, as they're actually the 2-peat champions, winning both CEVO Season 7 and Season 8, so they'll be at Season 9, despite VP having some pretty terrible results recently. But that's how it'll work. Dignitas as the #1 seed, and that's probably pretty fair. They should have a good time. But now into the pistol round, we've got Dignitas, USPs and armor all across the board right now. And ooh, contact already made. Config will spot Immy over there at middle. Mighty Max making his way down ladder. FM eSports trying to swarm the outer yard, and Config has been dinked up. Now Tensky behind the green train, hiding out as Pulse will bring down Kirby, who's on a quick rotation. MSL does strike right back. And was that a kill through the smoke? Hard to tell, but from the Z connector, that's where it came from. Now Rubino, 1 versus 2. Make that 1 versus 1 as he brings down Ezio. Now to find Crucial, the one Dutch player on this FM eSports roster. Both of them are going to go up on the train. And I don't know if Rubino meant to miss that jump or not, but it will bait out some shots from Crucial. And that will win them the pistol round. But FM eSports, they do get that bomb down. That can go a long way to getting the T side off to a decent start, as the rifle round will likely come out in round 3, unless they decide to spend a little bit of extra cash going into this round, because they will. Oh, and they are. SEO's already spent $2,700, so they're going to raid boss Immy. He will have an AK utility armor. Ezio and Pulse now will not have armor, but Pulse, yeah, surely you throw the Tech 9 to Crucial. Okay, kind of weird, but... Oh, there you go. He gets the AK. That makes more sense. And then Immy's got a Tech 9 as well, so... Using the amount of money they had to its fullest potential, you can see this will make them quite strong. Team Dignitas still in a lot of submachine guns, and they're pushing, getting aggressive, and actually getting shut down as Config has fallen. Kirby, and now Rubino over here in Ivy, getting 2. Pulse and Crucial as they push through that smoke. Weird that they would decide to push through that. Could have maybe expended a little bit more utility or played it a bit more patiently. Instead, kind of just throwing the round away. Now Mighty Max and Ezio still somewhat dangerous with that AK, but only 20 HP. Mighty Max probably not long for this world, and now we've got Kirby actually coming down that ladder. And the timing will work out perfectly for him. He'll bring down Mighty Max, and Rubino seems to have known that SEO was there. Coming out of T-Con, so Dignitas with a 2-0 and FM, well, that's going to slow them way down. They're going to have to wait until round 4. Pull out the full rifle round. This will be a full eco, and you would expect Dignitas to run over this pretty easily. And they picked up those 2 AKs as well. That's kind of scary. To get those 2 AKs out early seems like a good idea until you lose the round, and then the CTs are using those AKs against you. Mighty Max gonna try to get out the blue train real quick. MSL once more, throwing caution to the wind, going super aggressive. Gets one of the white alls, chases down the ladder. Oh my gosh, gets SEO and Immy, who had already pushed out a little bit into the outer yard. 3K and $1,800 for MSL. He's ready to go. Dignitas 3-0. Not surprising that they have this lead. I mean, the pistol round was pretty close, but you do have to expect Dignitas to dominate this best of 3. Surely they'd take it 2-0, and I mean the odds on CSGO Lounge were like 90. Was it 94% for Dignitas, 6% for FM eSports? So, held the tail right there. Has 5 smokes for FM eSports. They're going to take it a little bit slower, but Immy gets completely flashed. And that, I believe, was a flash thrown by MSL, and it's Kirby to peek those back of the halls. That caught Immy completely blind and unable to fall back. SEO's able to grab 1, but Pulse had also fallen. And Mighty Max, oh, the spray just not quite there, and he actually gets scouted down by Tensky, who then grabs onto the ladder, tries to throw a little flash, but Crucial able to turn from it. And now Rubino going to go up on the green train. I don't think he quite had that angle to see him. It looked like he maybe did, but it's hard to tell, as we always have X-ray on. SEO on that 1 HP. Did get 1 frag. I don't know. You think he, at this point, just going to try to get some kills, as he expects the CTs to be hunting for him. Really not much benefit in saving this gun, and there's pretty much no way he can get that bomb and plant it. Dig in the name of the AK. With the drug war veteran stickers and Snoop. Felt a little weird. Snoop Dogg. So maybe he will actually just set up to save. Look at the money that he's got in hand. Only 450 bucks, and of course if he lives here, he won't be getting any money. So now it's going to be very important that he doesn't die, but you can see the CTs are so far away from him that he's not really in danger of dying. So he'll be taking 4,200 bucks. That's his equipment value right now into the next round. Gonna get a little bit out of sync with the rest of his team in terms of money. But if they all buy up here, which is probably, there you go. I'm very convinced. The best thing to do, just to even out the money again? Or will they just go for some pistols? Yeah, P250 Deagle. Alright, so not going to spend all their money. Do what Ezio can do. He's definitely going to be the player to look at on this round. Crucial. And I think that was Mighty Max are setting up for T-Con control. Ezio watching that push. MSL has been playing pretty aggressively up into these halls, but he will back down a little bit, just holding an angle. And Tensky once again going up onto the screen train, climbing up the front of it too. Now MSL looks like as soon as any contact is made outside, MSL is going to fly up these steps and actually might just walk up them now. And he does find Ezio, drops him, and the bomb actually went down onto the ladder, and he picks it up. He was shot down as well, not able to fight back on the ladder, and the few pistols and the one AK that they had are unable to inflict pretty much any damage. So Dignitas with a quick 5-0, starting out on that CT side of Train. So on the favored side, as the favored team, going to make things even more difficult for FM eSports, but here is another opportunity for them. Actually, one of the better rounds they've had. Ezio will lack that utility, but again, that's only because his money was put out of sync because he saved on the T side. Everyone else, though, full utility. And even the op coming out here for Crucial. And Crucial is actually a pretty good opper, but he said a Train might still be pretty hard for him to find anything with it. As we see Rubino actually picking up the op. Kind of interesting there. Could have been spawn related. As we all know, MSL is the opper for this team, and actually in general, Dignitas aren't a team that relies super heavily on ops in the first place. But, you know, bad results at a LAN, maybe it has changed up some things with the team, and maybe they are switching roles around. Would kind of seem odd, as Rubino has been a pretty solid player with the rifle for this team. But I'll let an op shot, actually two, regardless. And another round for Dignitas, keeping 3 alive. The money continues to build, everyone more or less out to the 5 digits. While Rubino and Kirby are at 5 digits with the full kit, so they're good to go. 11-0 right now for Rubino, and wow, is that knife freaking sick! That is a blue karambit. A little bit of a containment incendiary thrown down, so the pit can't push the green trains, and Tensky's actually fallen. But Mighty Max has been cleaned up here by Config, who's now pushing even more aggressively. Oh, and he walks straight into the crosshair of Pulse. Config's head is taken off, and now Rubino with that op. Ooh, gave up that angle actually at a pretty inopportune time. Kirby making sure they won't run out of T-Con, but also getting a little bit worried about his ladder. Only 2 players now for Dignitas to defend in the outer yard. So in terms of man advantage and the map control that FM eSports maintains, they've actually got themselves a pretty decent round, but it will be one that's hard to close. They are still just on pistols. Emmy's got armor, so if anything, maybe he can get that rifle of Config that is just past that blue train. Kirby's going to bring down Emmy, though. Ezio starting to make their approach. Oh, no. And now they're finding Kirby, who's posted up at Z-Connector. Will even push the smoke to continue the fight. He brings it to Ezio, and it's Kirby with the 4K. Config got the first kill for Dignitas, but it was actually FM that found the opener. That was one of the better-looking rounds for them yet. Maintained a little bit of control, but unfortunately they just didn't have weapons. And they didn't have any utility to get out to that bomb train. Rubino still having not died, 11-0. As he will keep the dream alive for the perfect game. And the other dream is also still alive for Dignitas. As FM eSports, I think they wish they could just wake up from this nightmare and find themselves around. Tensky's, look how aggressive. There's absolutely zero respect here from Dignitas, and maybe that's ultimately what will cost them a round. But even still, it evens up to a 3-on-3. MSL back at the inner bomb train, Config back at the outer bomb train, and in the back halls is Kirby. They're actually going to double up on Ivy now. Pulse is here with an op, looking to try to find another opener, get that man advantage. As actually both players pulling over to Ivy has left a pretty big opening, and Config has been spotted. He doesn't realize this either. It was his backside, but okay. Give him a peek and take him down anyways. And now it's Config using that op, probably because Rubino's gone down. Not cycling the op around. Ezio's, oh nice. I like that. Pink Molotov didn't quite, I don't think that was a planned Molotov. That was kind of just off the cuff. That wouldn't really have worked out anyways, but I like the thought. 2 plays 2 now. They have some utility, but that was the last thing they had. That was the flash to the Z connector, and that'll allow Ezio to... Oh man, that's so unfortunate. Kirby's the one who makes the play, flanks them at T-Con, and then MSL is able to get a kill for free on an unsuspecting Ezio. Alright, so one of the closest rounds yet, but still 8-0. Let's see if Team Dignitas, feeling that a round was close, will give them any more respect. I'm kind of thinking they won't. And there is enough money for FM eSports to buy. Actually, a lot of money. What in the world? Oh, no, of course. The sidebar just did an update when they bought. Because, you know, Counter-Strike. Yeah, so they've bought down to bare minimum here. Pocket change. And alright. They're not just standing in the bin because they think they're garbage. They're throwing smokes. It will be a full set execute onto the outer site here. Look at Config bouncing off these little flashes. That's going to keep him at bay. Actually, no, it doesn't because they hadn't quite run out yet, but still having to push the smoke. Config grabs one. Tensky comes up empty-handed. Surely he should have had something there. And 3-on-3 bomb going down. FM eSports able to get out into a post plant. MSL starting to pick them off, though, and Rubino, I don't think he wanted that flash to hit the ceiling. He'll roll out another one and fight Imi at the green train. Actually took him down with the 5-7. Rubino did not feel comfortable pushing it with the op, and MSL at the train stop brings down Crucial. All right. I feel like I'm saying this every single time. Closest round yet for FM eSports, not including the pistol round. But still a 9-0 for Dignitas, whose money, well, it's not really continuing to grow, because the last 2 rounds they only kept 2 people alive, but they had so much money anyways that it's not put much of a dent in Dignitas, so they will be having full buys. You can't see that Tensky, who is 2-6. That could maybe explain why he didn't grab that kill. It's certainly one he should have had in that last round. But that's why he's broke. He's dying a lot. But his teammates can drop him. There's no problem there. 4 in the outer yard, as Kirby actually was there initially. He'll rotate back inner, where we will have MSL playing a bit closer. But FM eSports just playing it slow, spreading into a default. But it does appear to be inner focused. Got Imi, who I imagine will lurk here for a long time. Probably start to push out. They'll make their... Oh, never mind. He's just going to peek straight up. And now he's been spotted out of the open, and there's no way Rubino's going to miss that shot. Theo thinking twice about pushing that. Pulse tries to get the opener here with that off the upper catwalk, but the Molotov comes in. That takes away that avenue. The A ramp, or the B ramp, I suppose, is smoked off. Now Molotov to off. So buying their time. Round down to, well, probably 40 seconds by the time FM eSports decide to push back into inner. And, oh, Kirby's going to make the play, goes into the upper catwalk, gets one. That forces them out lower, and MSL is waiting for them with the A4, able to bring down 2. Tensky further back, finds his 3rd kill of the match. And, Rubino died, no. He's 13-1, but there is still a goose egg on the scoreboard, so potential for Dignitas to still grab the 16-0. Now that I say it, I'm sure I've cursed this game, and FM will win this round on just pistols. No Glocks, though. So they are still going to be somewhat dangerous. 2 smokes and a flash. That'll certainly be to try to get this bomb down. Config playing again aggressive with his E-Box, coming away with 2. Mighty Max does work around, finds a frag. Rubino's put up an off kill 2. Tensky grabbed 1 before going down, and Rubino with the 5-7 to finish off the round. So quick outer take again. Main purpose to get the bomb down. No such luck. 11-0. And no one really having any success here for FM eSports. Saw Crucial take the op a couple times, but he's 2-11, so we know that that was rendered rather ineffective. He will have it again, though, so maybe there's a chance that something can go a bit better. 3 people at Ivy here for FM eSports. And over the green bins, Crucial will find the pick, opening up onto Rubino, but MSL, he's actually been playing, pushed into that smoke, up on that railing a lot, but I think it's the first time they've ever tested him. Generally, he ends up pushing up the steps and coming down ladder. So he'll win out that battle, as that's kind of a unique off angle, and then they try to continue their push at Ivy after they got that pick onto Rubino, and it has fallen completely on its face. And SEO left with 1 HP. Somebody please throw a flashbang at this guy's chest. It won't happen. They'll kill him with a 5-7. 12-0. 4K for Config as he locks him down as they try to, again, like, they find the opening pick. Why not slow it down? Instead, it looked like they ended up pushing a smoke over there at Ivy, and they just ran into a freaking blender. And it turns out that FM eSports will blend. So that was a bit odd to get the opening pick like that and then seemingly throw the round away. Also, that player decided to push inner as well, and then got killed by, what was it, MSL? Yeah, and MSL's there again, taking this fight with Imi. Got SEO to help, but Tensky now with the op will find a kill. MSL's gone down without a response, but Tensky's already found 2. And now Rubino with a chance. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was Tensky with 3, right? Yeah, did finally get Crucial, who was just about to set up on that angle. And even if he got the kill, there was a player pushing up on the other side of Blue Train, so there's no danger of Dignitas dropping that round. 13-2-0. It's not looked good here for the UK squad. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. Couple flashes, 2 smokes. AKs into Galil here for FM, so again, not their strongest round in terms of equipment. They'll once again try to go pretty quickly to the outer yard. Catching Tensky on a nade switch, looked promising for a second, but now he's just hitting the shots. Tensky, doesn't really matter that he's not having a great game, because some of his teammates certainly are. And here's Config, right? Config and a Kirby. The hard players to get past. And yeah, let's see. Config 19-8. That's the player you want to look to for Dignitas to always be having those standout games. And then I think really the scoreboard is probably in order, right? Config, Rubino, Kirby, MSL, Tensky. Kind of how you'd expect it. And Tensky's evened up. He also has a ton of assists. We've been seeing him getting kills, doing a lot of damage. Should maybe have had some more multi-frag rounds and thus less assists, but it don't matter. And no respect. A team that doesn't op all that often. Going for 5 ops. Imi's been legged, and if he continues to push out, the nade would have cleaned him up. But he's down to 17 HP. MSL, this could be a problem. He's got to hit these shots close range. Able to fall back, got covered once more. Does come away with 2. And certainly he's done his job. Now it's up to Kirby. He's the first responder, along with Config, right? So the 2 young stars are going to look to retake this one up on the fuel tanker. Kirby, that was some climbing skills right there. Been his days on the playground, on the monkey bars. 2-on-2 right now, and will Dignitas have thrown a round away? We've seen them playing this with CT aggression. Quite a bit of disrespect. All ops here into the last round of the first half. Kirby will find another onto Mighty Max, and now it's up to Imi, the man who got legged at the very start of the round. They know he's low, and that's why they've got these pistols out. Tensky will be brought down, and Kirby... Oh! Imi! Quick headshot onto Kirby. And they find a round, so... No 16-0s today. And Dignitas, they're like, damn it! We could have just won in one more round. Now we'll have to play at least 2. But ultimately, not a lot to say. And honestly, FM eSports weren't really even given too much of a chance, right? You're like, okay, you know, why didn't we see any slow set executes? We did actually see one. There was one round where they were given that chance. and it didn't really work out. But for most of the time, it was Dignitas, again, like super disrespectful, realizing they're the better aimers. Tensky might have his doubts. He's like, am I a better aimer than these guys? But ultimately, it was them just pushing in to FM eSports constantly and disrupting their game plan and just not letting them do anything and hitting their shots. So there's not even much to analyze. Just no respect to CS. And that will probably be even easier to continue doing. It will be even easier to continue that going over to the T side for Dignitas. If they get the pistol round, it's certainly over. But there's a chance for FM eSports to extend this a little bit. He's got a bit of a pop flash ready to go. Config's got 2 guns, because 2 guns are better than 1. Mighty Max making a play, but will it be fast enough? And then, of course, if Dignitas do get the bomb down, will they be ready to respond to his flank? Crucial. Oh, he's gone down. The smoke blinding him. But Pulse and Emmy do find 2 frags. Bomb has been planted. Player on the site, Config, who planted it, has been brought down, but still 2 on 2. And Pulse, oh man, he's got to be hating himself for not coming away with that frag. Nade goes into Tensky's position, so it seems like he is known. They've also, yeah, they know where everyone is. So now it's just up to Tensky with the Glock here. Oh, does get one as they try to push him at Sandwich, and then Ezio moving up, 22 HP. Ezio will fall as well, and Tensky, again, hadn't had the best game, but comes away with 3 massive impact kills on the pistol to win it. That's Dignitas on match point. They'll have 14 of them, likely only to need round 17. And the map 2 is going to be Cobble, the pick of Dignitas. Their best map. It could honestly, well, just because of pistol rounds, like there's always a potential for FM eSports to get anywhere from like 2 to 6 rounds just because of pistols. But you would think that Cobble may even be more dominant than Dignitas. And that's a scary thought. Pulse is able to bring down 1 with that Mag 7. Flash out to SEO, that will push him back, but look at Emmy. Scout shot onto MSL. And SEO on the trains, oh my gosh, Team Dignitas, they run in to this inner bomb site, and actually they just get kind of wrecked. It's up to Rubino now. Zed does win 1v4s, but not today. SEO will bring him down, and FM eSports find a second round. And Team Dignitas, of course, will just go right into a force buy. Why not? They've got so many rounds to work with. Like, I still personally would rather have seen them just save, get to a rifle round, and close it out. In what I would say a meaningful way. Like, of course, you can run at people with Tech 9s and probably get around, but I like to see teams just save when they have the opportunity and win a rifle round because they know they're better. Mighty Max with a P90. Good thing it's got a lot of bullets, right? He does find that second frag. MSL and Kirby. Ooh, but actually both each finding a frag at the same time. MSL's in Z connector, and I think Kirby got one over there in middle. Either out of T-Con or ladder. And Kirby potential for some more. He has picked up that sick Nova. Still decides to go for the P2 Fitty. And Pulse, realizing White Man can't jump. Also, I hate the bomb train on that outer yard. The fact that it's not only turned, which is maybe okay, but the fact that some sides of it are higher than the other and some are lower, some you can jump on, some you can't. It's not all like super obvious when you're looking at it, and I think it's pretty annoying. If they would just level it out, I think that would be better for the gameplay overall. But that's just me. So 2 players immediately going inner, Ezio and Pulse. They're expecting a rush of pistols, and they're perhaps not wrong, but seeing as they're deagles, you might expect Dignitas to slow it down a bit, and they do. They're going to be looking for these Juan Deags. Kirby going to take one, hoping someone would have peeked. Rubino with maybe the best opportunity. Imi is back there with an AK, so he's way back. Yeah, that first shot accuracy of the AK, not great. Deagle at that range could actually be pretty scary. Crucial with the Zop will take down MSL and catching a man on the ladder. That's going to be Pulse. He finds Kirby. Rubino and Config are like, we doing this? Oh, we doing this. And they'll be smoked off once again. The second smoke to go down, but Tensky's fighting them from T-Con. So Pulse having to fight 2 battles, and he'll lose one of them there. Tensky finds that kill. So trying to make it costly. Pulse going down won't be the biggest of deals. Anyone else to fall, that'll hurt FM a little bit, because when you're making a massive comeback like this, or attempting one, keeping everyone alive on rounds like this is absolutely the most important thing, because, well, I guess it's not, because you don't really need to worry too much about your money, because you can't even afford to lose one round. But let's say Dignitas had 14. Then building that money is insanely important, because you don't want to lose a round and then get reset, give them an easy match point. And FM will keep 4 people alive as they find their 4th round. So going into round 20, this will be Dignitas' first rifle round. Let's see if they can convert this one and ultimately just save everybody some time. Although I'm sure the UK fans out there are like, no, FM eSports, they've got this. They believe in the comeback. But as Emmy lags out of spawn, it's not looking likely. Of course, we all know what that was. We just don't talk about it. Crucial up on the green train with that op. Oh, he's already let 2 people out of C connector, and he's not getting any help. He'll go down. Config and Kirby hitting the entries. Mighty Max from green train gonna find 2 frags and actually drop the bomb, but as he tries to retreat into the smoke, and it looked like to watch Ivy, expecting players to be behind him. Not the case. He'll go down, and Config, the last shot of the game. It's 16-4. What? 1 round in the first half. That's only because Dignitas went for 4 ops, failed to convert it. Then they grab a... They didn't get the pistol, but they got a eco round, or a force-up round, and then chained together a few. But when it came to the first rifle of the second half, they did fall. So 16-4, dominant performance there on Train. And honestly, Cobblestone can only get worse. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I think it will be worse for FM eSports, because this is really the home map here for Dignitas. They have taken down some of the best teams in the world on Cobblestone. So FM eSports, good luck. As quick look at the top fraggers, we actually had 2 members in the... Really? Hensky, man. I guess those assists really added up. He ended up with 103 ADR, despite only having 13 kills. And then Config there with 22 kills, 108 ADR, and 4 first kills. So Config, certainly the man of that match. And with that, guys, you're watching CEVO-Gfinity Season 9 Pro League action from Europe. I'm Helium. I've been your solo host for the day. Hopefully I've been good enough. If you want, you can hit me up on Twitter at HeliumBrella. Look for it in the Twitch chat. And we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back for Map 2 in just a bit.